everyone, this is Lori from the Crafting Auntie coming back to you with another video. I have lots of things on my desk here and been struggling a little bit trying to figure out what to do with all of this stuff, but I think I have a plan. So I thought I'd bring you along with me. I have done some things off camera, but I want to show you where I am, what I did, how I constructed the cover, and then we're going to do some decorating. I have decided to put this all kind of toward being scrappy. So I made this cover just by using a Amazon packaging, more of a paper bag kind, not the kind that has the foam things in it. And it's double-sided, so I just pulled it apart, cut it to size, and then I put a bunch of different pieces of fabric on here, glued them on slightly, and then I stitched around each one. You can see that. So I did a lot of stitching on it. Then on this side, I added this fabric, and then I have stitched all the way around. I've left a lot of the threads because I want this to kind of be scrappy. And the reason why I want this to be scrappy is I am using a Autumn Journal pages from Polka Art Studio. So I'm going to flip through and show you the pages, but what I have done also is I have hand torn all the way around on each of these pages. So let me just open them up. I figure this is just going to be a one signature journal, and I'll show you all the pages. So they're going to have the borders off of them because these are all hand torn, but they're gorgeous, very scrappy. I don't really have a particular order yet. I've just kind of lumped them together after I was doing all the inking. So the inking, I have just used Vintage Photo, gone around all the torn edges that I have done. They're gorgeous papers. I mean, it just struck me that I wanted to do something really kind of messy and scrappy. So I'm going to be using several kits from Polka Art Studio for this project that I absolutely fell in love with, and I needed to do it. So let me just finish showing you. All these I printed double-sided. I believe there's 10 pages. I think one of them I printed incorrectly, so I didn't put it in here, but that doesn't mean that it wouldn't be used as a scrap. So just love all the detail on these. They're just gorgeous. So these are all the pages. The other kits I am using are Autumn Ephemera. So I have a bunch of this stuff over here. This is like the Autumn Ephemera, so you'll see me using some of this. And again, I will link all the kits below. So there's lots of ephemera pieces. I'm also using Retro Autumn Portraits. Let me dig down here a little bit and show you some of those. So we've got some of these, different sizes, different portraits. So I've got those. I'm also using Rustic Fussy Cuts and Serenade, Autumn Serenade Fussy Cuts. So here's some of the rustic ones. Really cool. So you'll see me using a bunch of these. Again, I will put all the kits below. I also have some leftovers of the Autumn Serenade Fussy Cuts. So I've got a bunch of these also. And I don't know what I'm all going to use, but what I want to do is get the cover done on the front and get the pages sewn in. And then I've already done some of these, so I thought we would do some of these together. They're just some clusters, using some of the portraits, just some scraps of paper, scraps of fabric or lace. This one needs to be done. But nothing really hard to do, just kind of figuring out where you want to put the detail. So those are all the things I have. I also have my scrap basket here, and there's also Autumn Serenade, the pages as well, so I'll be using some of those for the scrapping. So I've just folded all these in half. I'm just gonna, there really is no different way or difficult way to put this together, or I'm just gonna layer them up. They're all gorgeous, they all go together, so I'm just gonna put them together in here. So I'm just gonna do a one signature, let's see, into this little journal. So that'll go in there like that. And then we'll bulk it up a little bit with the lots of little things that we're going to put in here. Don't really want to do tons of pockets. I just want to do, I don't know, just some decorating, maybe some tuck spots. But, you know, I'm just going to wing it. I really don't know yet what I'm going to do. But I thought, well, let's first of all, let's go ahead and sew in the signature. I think that's probably the easiest way to do this to begin with. I've been procrastinating on this for a couple of days. I think I finally got something in my brain this morning. I know I'm not alone in this. Oh, these are too small. Let me grab my larger ones. So yeah, I was struggling a bit and sat down this morning just a little while ago and just started going through everything, and I thought, okay, I think I can do this. So I'm just going to clamp this on, and again, this is going to be scrappy, so I am winging it when it comes to the sewing in of the signature as well. So I'll just grab my little box here. I got stuff everywhere on my desk, so I don't have a whole lot of room left. And let's find a color. Got this. I also have this color. I think I kind of like this color. I think we'll go with that. Pokey tool, needle. I think I got it all. Put this away since I don't have much room on my desk left. All right, I'm just going to do 3 times the length of my journal. 1, 2, and 3. Grab a needle. Thread that and get that ready to go. I am using a waxed thread. I do like using waxed thread. Okay, I'm just going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So let's see, let's start in the middle. So I'm just going to poke a hole there and push it through as much as I can just so that I can see where the hole is. And then about an inch into the signature spine, poke another one all the way through, and up here at the top, another inch. Starting in the middle, through, you can go either up or down, leave a tail. I'm going to just slip that under there so I don't lose it. Back in, either up or down, you can go either way. See if I can find the hole now. Where is my hole? Let's see. Give it a little help here. There it is. Okay. In through there. There we go. Pull that. So you've got that right now. Down to the bottom. And then back up through the middle and try not to split the threads. Back and through here. And I did split the threads, so let's try this again. Get that moved in. There we go. Pull that up. And then I want one on each side of the middle thread. Take this off and Pull it tight. Make sure it's tight here on the back. And a couple of knots. Left over right, right over left. And then I don't know yet if I'm going to add any dangles or anything, so I'm just going to leave it for now. So there we have our signature in. Very easy to do. Press this down a little bit. Okay, I have an idea for the cover to decorate it. So I've picked out some pieces. Picked out some of these, I think they're daisies. Daisies or sunflowers. And I've got some cheesecloth and some pieces, scrap pieces of fabric. So I think what I want to do is lay this on here. Spread this out. Need to do the corners. I think it needs the next size up. Yeah. So around the corners of our piece. And let's ink it up. Again, I'm going to use Vintage Photo. Now you could stitch around this. I've got a lot of stitching on here, so I don't think I want to do the stitching. I think it might take away from all of the scrappy fabric that I want kind of hanging out. So I'm not going to stitch on these. But you could. You could stitch around these, each piece. So let's see. Let's lay this out. Let's see. Let's put this here. And I have this little piece of fabric that I want to put here, this guy. And let's see, let's tuck a piece up there. And I was thinking I would put some fabric underneath this so it looks kind of scrappy, but then I want to stamp something to go on top of the fabric here, but I thought this would be really cool underneath it. And maybe we put this on this side, and then I have another piece. Where'd it go? Thought I had another piece of fabric. It's probably gotten hidden. Well, let's see. Let's go back here. Can't find that little piece of fabric I was thinking I had. Maybe this is it. I'm not sure. And then maybe this would go here. Let's just lay this out. And then maybe we'll put like scraps or something. And then I have these flowers. So what I was thinking of was to put those on. Yeah, let's see, kind of coming down like this, that, and then I feel like I'm missing something here. There they are. They had fallen to the floor. I knew I had another piece because what I wanted to do initially is put this over here because I had another piece of fabric. I wanted this up here and then this piece down here. So I kind of want it to look scrappy looking. All right, let's start gluing some stuff down before I get way ahead of myself here. Let's try not to lose these pieces again. All right, I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac or Fabrifix, whichever one you have is fine. And I'm just going to put some of this down. When we add the rest of the pieces on, it'll also hold it. Put this on here. Kind of hold it in place where we want it. Okay. Do that. Okay. I took a picture. I have a picture here just to make sure because I really liked the way it came out. All right, and then this would go here, and this would go here. So let's glue this to this. Okay. I just love all the scrappy looking edges. I think it's just perfect for this little journal. Okay, so that would go there, and then let's go ahead and tuck our piece of fabric. So I've got this one. That about like that. Okay, and then this one we want to put up at the top here. Like that. And then we can glue this piece down. All right. I think right about there. When I have all this peeking out here. I like that peeking out. It's looking mighty scrappy there. And then let's put this on here. Like so. Okay, now we can add our flowers. So I'd like it to come kind of like it's coming out of the basket, like this. And then this one will start up here. Like that. Let's go ahead and glue these down. You could use a hot glue for this if you wanted to. I'm not going to bother because the Fabri-Tac works really well. But you can. Once it's dry, then you won't have any problem. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's what we have for our cover. I like it. I might do some gold splattering too, but I'm going to let this dry. So while this is drying, I thought we could do a few more of these scrappy pieces to go inside. So I've made a bunch here, different ones. This one needs to have some scraps on it. Some of them I tear, some of them I don't. I am inking around most of the edges. And so I thought, let's finish this one. And again, I have a bunch of scrap papers over here, so I'm just going to be grabbing some pieces that I think will look good and just tear them because I used these in the tag flip the other day. And so I have all these pieces left over. I'm just going to tear around it. And just kind of layer up. I've got all kinds of other pieces in here. Some old ledger, just tear and kind of make a cluster. And what else do we have? We have some of these fall colors here, so let's use some of that too. And we're just going to layer it up after we ink it. And I'm just using a staple. So I'm just using the tiny attacher just to make these. So I think, and then after I have all these with staples and stuff on it, but I had thought that possibly some buttons would be fun to add to the top to cover up the staple. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I thought I might do that. We'll see. I'll get a few more of these put together. So I'm just going to kind of spread it out like this and then grab my tiny attacher. And I've just been doing a little crisscross like that. I also have some pieces of lace. This is my scrap jar of lace. So we can always add a little bit of lace. Let's just cut this, fray it a little bit, and I'll just add one more staple. I should have done this beforehand, but I didn't grab it, so I'll just add one more staple. Okay, so we've got this one. Let's try and make a couple more smaller ones. Aw, aren't these cute? So cute. Let's ink it up. And let's see, what do we have? We have some bigger pieces here. Let's try some orange. So you could do this with any scraps you have. Just grab some pieces. Maybe we'll grab a little piece of this. Of whatever you have. Just fray that a little bit. Let that kind of hang down. And just attach that in the corner. So really simple. I'm not doing anything very, very difficult at all. Just wanted to keep this as simple as possible. So let's see, we have quite a few here. Let's do another small one. While our cover is drying a little bit, then we can start adding these to our pages. Oh, what do we have? What do we have? A little piece here. And maybe some of this. And you don't have to ink them if you don't want to, but I think it just brings out the torn edges a little bit more. So, and let's get a little piece of this. It doesn't have to be a lot. Okay. So we go behind, maybe behind. Maybe like that. See more of that fox. He's so adorable. Okay. All right. So make as many as you want. I don't want to take too much time in doing all this. Let's go ahead and start adding some of these pieces into our little scrappy journal. I think it's probably dry enough to be able to open it up. I think so. So let's go ahead and add some of these. And also have buttons. So I have a lot of buttons here. I thought we'll just see what goes well with it. So let's see. I think we'll glue this on two sides. And then that way it can be used as a little tuck spot or a pocket. If down the road I decided that's what I wanted to do. So let me just get my art glitter glue. And we're going to glue the bottom and this side. And then I think I want to add a button. I had thought about putting lace on the edges, but I just love the torn page look, so I'm not going to do that. So now we can actually tuck in something here, but I want to add a button, so let's see. I'm thinking that one. So for that, I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac again. You could sew them on if you wanted to, but I decided I'm not going to do that. So we'll just add that on. Okay, so there's a page. Let's see, what do we have here? We have this one. How about down in the corner? Maybe like, just glue that. No, I don't know. That's not sticking out too much. Just what else do we have? Oh, I love that. Yeah. I'm not even going to make that a pocket. I'm just going to glue that down. I just love them. Sweet couple. Sweet. Okay. We'll come back and add a button. I don't want to add too many and then not be able to turn the pages and continue working. I love these portrait ones. I think these are my favorite. Yeah. Let's see. That goes pretty good there. I'll make this one into a tuck spot. So we'll tuck something in that way. Okay. I want to use one of these little ones in the worst way. Let's see if this one will work here. Not yet. Some of the pages, they're just gorgeous the way they are. You hate to cover them up. Where are our little foxes? No, can't really see them. Let's just maybe here. There we go. Let's just glue the bottom a little bit on the sides. That can be a little tuck spot. Tuck that in. Probably add a button as well. But I do like seeing the staples. If you don't like that, definitely cover them up. This one, oh, she's really pretty, but I think she's a little too big. What about these guys? Maybe we just add a little decoration right there. We're not going to make this into a pocket or anything. Just glue that down. I don't want to take away from what's on the page. I want to enhance it. So that's kind of my plan here. Okay, now that one looks pretty good there. Let's just, whoops. Let's just glue that down. My intention, like I said earlier, wasn't to add tons and tons of pockets. More just decoration. Oh, no, she looks good there. No, I think she looks good about there. Okay, so let's make her a pocket this way. Add a little glue underneath there. Oops, let's come down a little bit. Okay, so I think we have a pocket. Yeah, so we have a pocket there. These ladies are gorgeous. Oh, what about this one? I think over here. Let's just do the side and the bottom. Do this on a little bit. Really want to put these hedgehogs. How about we just staple it to the top? Why not? Okay. And let's see. That could stick out. She's kind of wide. Okay, so let's see what we have so far. So we've got this. We've added this lovely couple. Nothing here. This couple here. Nothing on this page. These pages are so gorgeous, it's hard to cover them up. This page is open. We've added our little fox down here. Our lantern and our black and white photo up there. This beautiful gal. These beautiful girls. I think I better glue this down right here. Don't want that, whoops, popping up. Yeah, okay. Got them. We've got our little hedgehogs up here. We just stapled. And I think that's it so far. Yeah. So I think what I want to do is continue working on this and then adding more things to it. So first of all, let's add some buttons. So we've got a button here. Let's add a button to this one. Let's see, what do we have? Let's add that. Hold it down for a few seconds to make sure that it takes. Okay. And let's see. Let's add a button here. I need a darker color. What about this one? Yeah, let's do that. And again, you can leave the staples. You don't have to cover it up with buttons, but I think the buttons with the buttons in the paper really goes together well. Press that down, hold that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue making some things, adding that into the journal here, and then I can do a final flip through. So let's go ahead and add, what do we got? let's do that. Probably be quicker if you used a hot glue, especially if you wanted them to dry quickly. Okay, let's see if I can add one more. I like that one. I just have a whole variety of buttons. Some are from my mom, some I've gotten off of Etsy, some were given to me by a friend, some I just collected myself. Let's see. I think that's it for the buttons for now. So let's just go ahead and let them dry. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue working on this. And basically I'm just going to be making these clusters using some of the scraps, using these photos here. Also, I do have the tickets, tags, and labels. So we might do some of that. We might do some clusters out of these. These would be probably easy to do. Because we could just clip some of these things on here. I have some bulldog clips here that I think would be great. Get some vintagey color ones. Let's just group some of these together that I think would go with this. We'll do some of that decorating. There we go. So let's see, maybe we just do something like that. Just a little cluster. Let's go ahead and ink this up. Again, it doesn't always have to be all these scrappy things. We've got all these tickets, tags, and labels that we can use as well. So we'll just ink around them. And you can also coffee dye them on the back if you wanted to. I'm not going to. Just going to clip these on a few pages and add some bulldog clips. So let's do that back here. Let's do another set. We've got all kinds here. So maybe this number with this and a ticket. I want to be able to see the number. Okay, so let's go ahead and ink these up. Again, there's no rhyme and reason to this. Do whatever you like, whatever you just, use your imagination. Again, you don't have to be detail, where it has to be perfect. This is a scrappy journal, so the scrappier the better in my book. Okay, so let's do these, and let's clip these up here. Like that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, she's bulking up nicely. But I think I really want to add this one girl. I really want to add her back here. She looks good there. Let's see. We could add her here, and then she could stick out. We'll just ink up the back a little bit so it's not white. You can stencil on this as well. I had considered that. But again, I wanted it to be as scrappy as possible. Let's add a button. What about a nice big button? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let that dry a little bit. My scraps in my little jar over here, so I have them to continue on. I have such a mess here on my desk. I know I'm not alone in that, right? Okay, so let's glue her. Let's glue on the side and the bottom. Glue here and and here. A little bit up the side here. Oh, actually, this is going to stick out, so we don't want to do that. Okay. Get this figured out. Let's press that down. Yeah, I think we're good. So that would work. Got our button on there. Okay, so one last thing that I do want to do on camera is my little label. I have that right here, and that will be for the front. So on here, but I want to stamp something, so I think I'll just use this piece of ledger paper, and I have my clickable stamps. So I got these at Michael's. They're a little larger than my other set that I have. So what I thought I would do would be to stamp scraps. Let's do that. That. R. I like this because it also has some blanks in here, just in case you need a separation if you're building a word. Let's see, C, and an A. I'll put all these back together when I'm done. And then I just need another S, scraps. Okay, so put these on the side, and out of the way here. And let's build our word. S. Okay, where are we giving me? There we go. R. A. I'm missing the P. P. There we go. Hiding in there. Scraps. Oops, this way. Okay, so that should fit in there. Okay, so let's just use some archival ink in black. Yeah, I think this one is kind of dry, so let me grab the VersaFine one. I want to use that one. It's juicier. There we go. We're getting it. Okay. Scraps. How about that? Okay. So let's just tear it. And let's figure out how it's going to look. Ooh, yeah. And you know, I am not going to make it perfect. I'm going to just embrace the scrapping of this journal. So I glue that there and then put this over it. Yeah. Let's tear the top and the bottom as well. This is pretty old paper, so it's kind of easy to tear. Just tiny bites. Looking scrappy. And then we'll ink it as well. Almost done. Okay. So let's glue this onto here. perfect. And then I'm going to glue this onto here. I'm not even going to add brads or anything. You could if you want to. Okay, so there's our plate. Scraps. And let's put that right there. All right, I'm going to stand over this so I get this in the right spot. Like that. All right. Okay, so I'm going to just continue on decorating, and then I'll come back on my next video and I'll just do a final flip through on this scrappy journal. So take another look at it. Came out cute. I'm happy, especially when I was struggling. I did not know what I was going to be doing. Let me just press this on really good. You can add brads again. I might add some screw heads. Just glue those on. We'll see. And I definitely am going to be adding some gold splatters and maybe some other splatters. I think I missed a button here, so let's do that real quick. How about one of these? Okay, so let's add this button right there. We'll hold that in place. Give that a chance to bond a little bit. So far, all the buttons are hanging in there. Okay. Buttons. I think we've got all the buttons. You know, I think I want to add, while I'm here, another grouping of these tickets, tags, and labels. So let's see. Let's get this. Oh, that's a good color one. And this. I just can't stop. But after this, I will. I'll let you guys go. I didn't want it to have to hang out too awful long as I'm working on this, but I thought it might be a fun project that you might enjoy. And again, you can check out Polka Art Studio for her amazing kits. I always link their YouTube channel as well, and also their, let's see, I'll just cover up the three. Also their Etsy shops, and I will be linking all the kits that I have used today. Bronzy looking one. They got buried. There we go. Let's add this one over here on this side. Right there. Okay. Yeah, I like that peeking out. And let's see, how's our button doing? Good. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I'll let you figure out if this is something that you would like to do and give it a try. It's a lot of fun. And again, you don't have to be perfect about anything because it's scrappy. So make it as scrappy as you like. All kinds of threads and things poking out and your paper's torn and you name it, you can just go for it. All right, guys, have a great day. God bless you all. We'll see you at the next video, and we'll do a walkthrough on this one. Okay, see you next time. Bye.